Hey guys and girls, welcome back to some East 9 Monstrum Nox. Where we left off, we had to go check out the town. Adol was knocked out for quite a bit of time, and the Hieroglyph Knights kind of just assumed control of things. We're gonna just head around, see what everybody has to say about it. And this might be a short part depending on when I can start teleporting, because I do want to grind some levels. We'll see though. We received a message from the prison lines foreman requesting your mediation. They wish to consult you immediately about the miners' compensation. At a time like this, I'll head over now, so keep them busy until I get there. Yes, sir. There's something you might want to know about the gold procurement from Sosetta. There was a logistical error, so the deal has been suspended. During that period, the market has shifted quite a bit. And what have you done about it? What are you our supervisor for? I'm not here to solve every trivial matter. My apologies, sir. Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to reply to the Otago branch? The current sovereign requests your presence at the royal banquet. Otago, that's too far. I can't leave the company for that long without Carla here. Oh yeah, we did learn on the last part that Carla was also wrongly arrested by the Hieroglyph Knights. They've been arresting a bunch of people wrongly accused, or falsely accused. And we're gonna, I don't know, we have to do something. He certainly looks busy. Yeah, probably because Carla's not here. Miss Krisha? Oh, it really is Miss Krisha. What? Mr. Reish, if Miss Krisha were to return, it would solve a great many of our predicaments. Why have you come back? I heard Carla was detained, so I... Leave. Huh? Krisha, the affairs of this company no longer concern you. Pendleton is no place for the likes of a dingy florist, such as yourself. Oh, Krisha. Wait, this is her battle to fight. What? You can't mean it, Mr. Rish. Richie. Yes, Miss Krisha's here to offer her... You two, stay out of this.
Father, you're right. I did leave Pendleton, but I'm still a part of this family. I'll never forget everything that you and Carla have done for me, so please.
The time for remission has long passed. It was your decision to leave. Once you've made a decision, you must commit to it and accept its consequences.
I understand. Then I have a proposal. As the owner of Le Petit Fleuriste, I propose a business arrangement.
What did you say?
We at Le Petit Fleuriste offer to provide investigative services to Pendleton. We will confirm the safety and whereabouts of Carla Pendleton, your chief of sales. As compensation, we seek the white sarin flowers that bloom across Otago. We understand you have these seeds in stock, and ask that you give us a courtesy discount. We will also require you to provide any and all information relevant to the investigation.
You finessing,
Do you
Krisha.
have any idea what you're suggesting? How can I partner with a flower shop from the slums with no reputable achievements?
A man with your merit and experience should be able to tell if we are trustworthy.
What?
She's got a point. Look at us. We're a ragtag group of very trustworthy people, I'm sure.
Under the conditions I propose, Pendleton would incur no liabilities. Like you said, our shop is still small. That is why we offer to shoulder the risk. As someone once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
You'll be up against the Hieroglyph Knights, who are on the brink of war against the Empire. What can a lone flower shop do?
We won't saddle you with the details. I know Pendleton is busy enough as it is. But I can guarantee that the results will be satisfactory.
Miss Krisha. Impressive.
Krisha, why is it only now that you're able to do this?
Turns out, I had a lot to learn from opening a shop of my own. At first, I was afraid to even decide on order quantities without you and Carla. But if I wanted to keep my shop open, I knew I had to make decisions on my own. I couldn't run away like I used to. It was just common sense thinking back. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to learn.
So it was I who stifled your growth.
That's not true at all. Without, I would have never learned the things I needed to get to this point. I could have never done this on my own. That's why I have to save Carla.
I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla, but Warden Belger wasn't there, so it was a fruitless endeavor.
Huh?
Was any and all information relevant to the investigation not one of your conditions?
Father!
he's gonna have us help.
Alas, the garrison didn't have any information, but for whatever reason, the Knights did. According to them, Carla was detained on suspicion of colluding with the Monstrums.
Really? Does that mean...
The charges alone aren't enough to incite suspicion. For all we know, they could be true. I'm sure Carla's reasons would have been justified. It was the fact that they had the gall to arrest someone from Pendleton without consulting me. Considering my relationship with them, it is a most unwarranted and concerning act.
They're not even bothering with keeping up appearances anymore.
Or maybe they don't need to.
I can't believe it.
My personnel in the mines report that the Knights often meet in the prison's restricted sector. Rumors are circulating that the Knights are holding their newly captured prisoners there.
The restricted sector. Maybe Carla's there too.
It is a possibility. That's all the information I have about Carla at the moment.
Thank you, Father.
I can't believe they intend to rebel against the Empire by usurping the Governor General. And while it's true the Empire did invade Glia, it's better governed under them than the royal family. I think the current events are a necessary step in history, but a rough one nonetheless.
Mr. Pendleton.
I'll send word if I get any more information. Be careful.
I will.
One last thing about your shop. Its location lacks visibility and is disadvantageous to your exposure. Even small changes can bring about vast improvements to your business's image. Remember what I've taught you.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Rocked what? Standing up to your dad. What else? You really surprised me there. Yeah, I surprised myself, if anything. I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt. So, where to next? Either the cemetery of the Colosseum. Either the cemetery of or the Colosseum? Which one first? Well, Anamana should be over in the cemetery. And we can find out what happened to Felix from the Colosseum. Let's go, Adel. Okay. Let's go to Felix.
Who's gotten into those knights.
I feel like Anamona is going to be one of the bigger things for me to do.
It's really doing the right thing.
It's you, lot. You're at the Cultural Heritage Site. Oh, you're that government official we ran into. Is something the matter? You're looking pretty tired. Tired? I suppose. I've ended up wanted by the Hieroglyph Knights somehow or another. The Knights are after me. I am here by Imperial decree. This manhunt is nothing short of high treason. Damn that Shadow Lord, he deceived us. Seizing the government general must be some form of revenge. Nevertheless, I have a plan too. Those accursed knights. If you'd excuse me.
How could the Hieroglyph Knights do such a thing?
Because they're crazy. The Coliseum seems emptier than usual. Guess they really did put all their showing on hold after all. We need to find out why Felix was taken away by the Knights. Talking to his co-workers is probably the fastest way to do just that. Alright, let's go.
What are the Hieroglyph Knights up to?
That's a big question, isn't it? Excuse me. Oh, you're Felix's friend, right? We are. We heard he never made it home last night. That would be because he was taken to the prison. Oh. I'm sorry, I objected to what the Knights were doing. Really, I did. The rumors are true then. But they can't be. Why Felix of all people? Remember that bull that went on a rampage during the show? He was taken in on suspicion of endangering spectators with his reckless bull handling. You're joking. I wish I was. Anyone who was there knows it wasn't his fault. It's gotta be some mistake or something. The Knights were the ones to blame for that in the first place. Meh. Those guys will make up any random offense to toss someone in the clink. Those dirtbags, they're just framing him at this point. I was thinking just the same. Nothing good can come from this. Guess this means the Knights have some business with your boy toy. There's some kind of common link with your sister getting hauled in, pussycat? You mean between Carla and Felix? They're not exactly comparable. I mean, he is compassionate, I guess, and surprisingly kind and smart, and... Wait, just what are you trying to make me say here? It's okay, Yuva, calm down. Drop dead. When exactly was Felix taken away? Yesterday? In the evening. Right after our night show got canceled out of nowhere. The Knights called out and stopped Felix on our way home from the Coliseum. Well, not just the Knights, some Roman soldiers were there too. Roman soldiers? So they were in on it too. Actually, they were trying to bail him out. Apparently, they were there during that show when the bull got out of control. The Romans were helping him? But Felix ended up taken away by force either way. The Roman soldiers said they couldn't do anything about it without a warrant. Just what is up with all this? Felix. He's not the only one who got taken away. The whole city's been on edge. Here, everybody thought the Knights were the good guys. Well, anyway, here's hoping Felix comes back to us. So Felix really was taken away by the Knights. I'm so sorry, Yufa. Be okay. Let's keep moving, Anna. So the last door on this, the cemetery. Animal should be there. Let's get going.
Adol.
Did you remember something?
What's wrong?
Yes. I had forgotten something very important to me. When Aprilis was pierced by that sword, that is when I remembered. Long ago, I was once a doll that was given to a certain little girl. She belonged to a common farming family, though they lived comfortably. As this girl's doll, I watched as she grew into a proper young woman. Those were modest, peaceful days. I thought they would continue as they were forever. That was until the girl, Rosvita, was discovered to be a saint and sent off to war.
I'm going now, Anemona. I'll be back before you know it, so be a good girl and wait for me, okay? When the war's over, we'll have a wonderful tea party together, like we always do.
Damn.
And those were the last words she ever spoke to me.
So Aprilis
You
is
mean
Rosvita?
Saint Rosvita?
You were Saint Rosvita's doll?
If those memories came back after seeing the
I'm not entirely sure yet. But there was one other thing I remembered. As time went on while she was away, I found myself spending time with another human. I called him Papa.
Happy birthday, Anemona. For today will be the first day of your life. Now open your eyes and look at me. Stretch your legs and feel the land beneath your feet.
Papa was the one who gave me a soul and a conscience.
Wait.
Is that even possible?
Who the hell is this guy?
Unfortunately, I haven't remembered much more
What
than
if
that.
she's Rosvita? instead, and maybe Aprilis is like an ancestor?
But something inside me tells me Papa is much closer than we realize.
Maybe if this dude is the acquaintance.
Perhaps more of my memories will return.
An Amona.
So I return to the dandelion for now. So the knights really were snatching people off the streets. Master and Commander Shadowheart, what exactly does he intend to do with them? But the knights haven't done anything drastic since they captured the Governor General. That's what I don't like. It's the calm before the storm. Perhaps that has something to do with the recent arrests. I find it difficult to believe that they've come this far just to hang up their hats now. Maybe they're waiting for something. What? Don't look at me. I haven't shown up to work in a while, so I'm as out of the loop as you are. Master Shadowheart. As you're all aware, he's a venerable and deeply trusted ambassador between Glia and Rom. Despite that, it wouldn't be unexpected in the least if he fostered a deep hatred for Romans. Really? How can you tell? Master Shadowheart always seemed like a guy with the proclivity for the moderate. When Gallia was invaded by the Empire, he was on the front lines defending Balduke. A massive battle erupted on the outskirts of Balduke. The 4th Battalion, commanded by General Bourdain of the royal family, suffered defeat. The general retreated from the battlefield into the safety of Balduke's walls. The Roman army, with the victory in sight, pursued him without mercy. I believe this was the battle which resulted in your parents passing Yufa. In mere moments, Balduke was besieged by a Roman general known as Roaring Leo. The battle soon became a siege war. Tell us something we don't know. Yeah, I remember the city being in chaos when I was growing up. You see, it was that moment that it ignited the chain of events leading to our crisis today. 4th Battalion was outmatched and desperate for its provisions were depleted. At the same time, the city was being overrun by riots and pillaging from within. Shadowlord was stationed with a company that chose to obey orders and stand their ground. Knowing they wouldn't last, Shadowlord executed a plan that would turn the tides of battle. He took a small number of troops and snuck past the siege under cover of night. Under the guise of reinforcements using flambeaux, they ambushed the Roman army. In response, the 4th Battalion agreed to advance and launch a pincer movement. That's not a bad strategy. Indeed, they even managed to obtain approval from the stubborn General Bordeaux. The maneuver was set into motion, and the stationary troops engaged the rear guard. The disarrayed Romans struggled to respond, then they waited for the 4th Battalion. But the Balduc gates never opened, and the 4th Battalion never emerged. So they just left them to die. Correct. Supposedly, the general changed his mind before the maneuver was to begin. Needless to say, the Romans regained their composure and retaliated. They made quick work of Shadowlord and his company. That's terrible. Balduc's stationary troops were comprised of young, talented men. In all but an instant, all of Shadowlord's trusted comrades were annihilated. All that happened right outside the city walls? It's a truth the Glean royal family kept from the outside world to this day. They announced their unconditional surrender right after that, didn't they? That's right. But that wasn't the end of Shadowlord's efforts. After the surrender, Shadowlord proposed that the families of his fallen comrades be indemnified. The royal family promptly refused. Shortly after, Shadowlord was baptized and founded the Hieroglyph Knights in Gilia. That explains his Gilia complex. I feel terrible for him. But it's not enough reason to roll over and just let him get his revenge. I agree. Nothing good can come out of this. I hear ya. So what's it gonna be, Ada? Let's find out the truth behind the prison. I'm probably not the only one who thinks there's something fishy about that place. I'm curious to know what my dad's up to. But it's clear that Shadowlord has something to do with what's going on inside. And I just know that Carla and Felix are being held in the restricted sector. Just you wait. I'm gonna have his head on a platter. Then it's settled. It's great that you're all pumped up and all, but the restricted sector's on high alert. Your gifts might not be all it takes to get through. It was only a matter of time before something was done out about all those break-ins. If only there was a way to get inside without being noticed. The restricted sector, wasn't there an old aqueduct there? Was there? Check out the big brain on the kid. I remember. Judging by the direction, it's probably drawing water from Seal Canyon. Seal. It's just northeast of the city, right? Right about here. Then that's our new front door. It appears as though there's a barrier preventing access to that passage. Figures. Guess that's another barrier we're going to have to dispel first. We're ready to go whenever you are, Adol. Be careful out there. There's hieroglyph knights at every corner of the city. Okay, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend. I'm gonna do some grinding. I'm gonna do the side mission so I can unlock the miasma portal, and we'll go from there.